What's going on, everybody? Gonna start off on kind of a sad note today. We're gonna head to Omega. Notice we have the Veteran available there. Went back and downloaded that DLC. And along with it came the Normandy crash site. I'd kind of forgotten about that, but for those of you like me who played a lot of the first Mass Effect, a lot, and grew kind of sentimentally attached to it, this really brings back all the feels, I think. Cruising around in the Normandy and saving the galaxy with your friends and talking to everybody and all the good times in the Mako and stuff. And this just kind of lets you revisit that, and they did a great job with it, I thought. Maybe it's just the music they play or something. But it's it's almost an emotional moment. Yep, here she is. I'm gonna presume this is where our body was recovered from also. So needless to say, there's been people here. Besides maybe scavengers and stuff like that also. I guess Cerberus or somebody. Where Cerberus got their hands on our body. I know we fell onto this planet. I don't know if it was specifically here or not. I know there's some evidence that kind of points towards maybe this being where we were also recovered. And a couple things kind of strange about this. In fact, for those of you that are in the know, feel free to share down in the comments section why some of the stuff might be around. Well, first, all these dog tags, but there's no bodies. And if our body was recovered here, I guess they would recover others also, Anybody else that might have landed down here with the ship. There's also an escape pod here, too, which makes me wonder if we weren't initially the only survivor. I kind of wonder. Or if other survivors were recovered here and we were found dead, which we were essentially brought back to life, right? And just a thought. Just kind of curious. And then the packing crates. Some of these packing crates have dog tags. In fact, all the packing crates have a dog tag in them too. So I wonder about that. Was that initially meant to pack or hide bodies to be taken out of here and dog tag left behind or something? Or I don't know. I thought that was a really nice touch too, allowing you to place a monument in honor of, the people who had died with the ship and all that the ship had done. We did some major stuff saving the Citadel and all that, right? That was actually a big deal. Yeah, if you're already feeling nostalgic and emotional about this, the music doesn't help at all. It really doesn't. Wow. I mean, it's like they know. Little images that would stick in the player's mind of things that you did. Going up to the cockpit to go talk to Joker. Go hang out with Joker. Running up and down the middle of the ship. Of course, standing there at the galaxy map to go to places. I mean, we all spent hours and hours doing that. As we found places to go take the Mako to and stuff like that. Then, of course, the Mako is here also. And just different spots on the bridge and stuff like that where, you would remember that as having been part of the first Mass Effect adventure. That's just awesome. Whoever did this really kind of put some thought into it. I thought it was pretty cool. BioWare is good at that. Getting in there with pliers and pulling the tears out if they have to, right? They live on our tears, yep. They bathe in our tears. They make their coffee out of our tears. Absolutely. Oh wow, there's 20 of these things. Okay. Well, let's try to find them all while we're down here. I guess we're collecting them to send back to families and stuff so they can honor them and all that. Oh, wow. Well, he gave his life to really make a lot of that happen. Things might have gone differently had we not destroyed Saren's base. Oh man, running up that, I think that's what the walkway leading to the cockpit from the CIC. Running back and forth along here looking for codex. Yep. I think that's what that is. Scouring the Normandy from head to toe every time you complete a mission to look for an extra codec that might pop up somewhere. Just for a couple XP. Man. Good times, man. Good times. Now, this is a question. Why these canisters of refined element 0? Fuel for the original Normandy's engine? Okay. I mean, I don't know. Nothing really explains these shipping containers that are laying around. Not really. But the element 0 laying around too is strange. All right, 5 more. Where am I seeing that? I saw something pop up. It looked like more element 0. There it is again. Yeah. Is it back up there? I guess I walked right by it, didn't I? Yeah, first couple times playing the game, spend as much time in the Mako as you do in the rest of the game put together. Basically. At least that's the way it was with me. Must find everything. Spoke to the commander. All these damned aliens aboard the ship. What are we running here? A zoo? This is from Presley. I'm talking about Tally being on some kind of pilgrimage to help her people. Can't blame her for that. Let's see. For a while now, I'm taking a look back at the past entries. Can't believe how blind I was. Came on this ship firmly believing humanity was on its own in the galaxy, and he wound up being willing to die for any member of the team, human or not. So he came around. Interesting to kind of peek into Presley's mind there. Yeah, he died with the ship. In fact, I think he died in the initial attack. Something blew up on him or something, if I remember. In the cutscene, I think it shows him falling to the floor. But it shows that he came not only to accept everybody we had. I mean, we had one of everybody. Well, except for we didn't have a Han or an L-Core. I guess there wouldn't really been room for an L-Core anywhere on the ship, come to think of it. But yeah, at first he was really against that, and Ashley came across as being sort of against that, but not really. She wasn't against that. She was just aware of the principle that each species is gonna look out for its own when it comes down to it, and they've all proven her right in that. Notice there's an SOS pod. That was one of the escape pods that was shot out the side of the ship. One landed here, and it certainly wasn't us. We got spaced, so I'm curious if there was at least one other survivor, maybe more, and where they might be. Or if the people responsible for recovering our body made them disappear. Notice we just found our helmet there. Now, is this where we were recovered and that was our helmet? Or was that helmet placed there specifically for us? Staged. Sorry to look for a conspiracy and everything, but, you know, when Cerberus is involved, really nothing's as it seems. I mean, it really isn't. One last look here. Yep. This is the last time we will lay our eyes on the Normandy. Man. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The very first time I did this DLC, this little thing right here, it was a thoughtful moment. It was like, wow, because I was really remembering just the overall, just the feels, you know, the feels of Mass Effect. Just, wow, all the good memories, all the good times. Man, this game is special. Alright, well, enough, what would you say, sentimentalizing, or what, enough brooding. Let's get back to the business at hand. We need to start building our team so we can deal with the problems ahead of us, or we're going to wind up with more than just another destroyed Normandy. Might wind up with a whole galaxy that looks just like that, so. Okay, this is Omega, in no way, shape, or form resembling Novaria, but the same principles apply, as there's really no governing rule here. Each man for himself, but this is more ghetto. This is more criminal, as far as that goes. Well, Novaria wasn't any less criminal, it was just all sophisticated. Yeah, this is where all your thugs hang out and do their stuff. Crime lords run the show from here, all that good stuff. Bad stuff, whatever.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate, now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Aria wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
I'll talk to your boss when I'm damn well ready.
Then you'd better get ready. No one keeps Aria waiting. Afterlife, now.
Wow.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Mordin Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
It's like a big square. Nice. Need some help?
Please. You have to help me.
No, I don't.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
Go ahead and get set up on the Normandy.
Right, I'll go make myself at home. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
I'm assuming there's some part of your contract that I'm expected to handle. That about right?
Yeah. Funny he didn't tell you. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya, and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
We'll get to it if we can. Our mission takes priority.
I know you've got bigger fish to fry. That's why I'd like to get this other thing dealt with as soon as possible. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Nice. Why is it that only the badasses are honest? So that means lying is for the weak and for cowards? I guess, because all the ones that seem to be honest enough to where they're just going to tell you what's up front, the way it is, good or bad, are the ones who are just seem excessively brutal at times. But then there's that certain line between acceptable and unacceptable, and anything that falls under unacceptable is dealt with, and it's just as simple as that.
What a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes. I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
Omega, what a piss hole. Yeah, Miranda's cool, man. Like I say, honest. I mean, I can't but just respect that. Being upfront, being honest, and getting shit done. For the right reasons. Well, being a gun for hire, not necessarily, because you're just as willing to kill anybody as long as you're paid to do it type thing. I can't respect that.
End is nigh. Humans are a blight on galactic purity. You, sir, you are a blight. You, and you, human, and you.
I'm really believing that's the way the Batarians think in general, because I haven't seen any exceptions to that. I really haven't. No exceptions at all.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate. With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
Actually, I'll be back in a minute, but there's something I've always wanted to try and I always forget. I'm gonna make sure I do it this
I
time.
might have something here for humans. Not much.
You might snare a few tourists with these prices, but I'm not giving you a single credit.
Sure, you can find things cheaper if you're willing to risk the black market.
Well, you and I could do business if you'd just charge what this crap is worth.
Fine. I'll give you the uppity human discount. And that's all you're getting.
Yeah, well, I'm just using you for some renegade points. Although, I'd talk to him like that anyway. I really don't like Batarians. I'm a Batarianist. Seriously. Until they show that there's one redeeming Batarian to redeem their entire... Just one? Just one.
This place. How can these people be left to rot like this?
You don't understand, or you don't want to?
Doesn't really matter.
No. Omega has worked this way for a very long time. No one's changing it now.
No, they're in the world they're creating for themselves. They can blame anyone else they want for it, but they're doing it to themselves.
Hello there. Might I interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
No one in their right mind would pay these prices for salvaged parts.
I know. It's crippling my sales.
Drop your prices and I'll consider buying. Otherwise, I'll keep walking.
You're right. I'll give you whatever you like for the original price. And if this gets back to Harrod, I'll deal with it then.
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvaged parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
Why does Harrod control your prices?
Harrod made me swear not to undercut him, no matter what. He was here first, so it's his right. But no one will buy from me when he's so much cheaper. I can't save enough money for a ticket off the station.
I could go talk to Harrod for you. Get him to ease up.
I won't stop you. If you can convince him to lay off, then maybe I'll get off this station after all. His shop's up the ramp, near where Marsh sells his goods. Anything you can do will be much appreciated.
I have to go.
Please check with my kiosk to see what I have for sale. And thank you.
Okay, I am going to look. And he gave me a discount, but I'm kind of curious about something. I've always wondered this. I'm about to find out. All right, so let's see. That costs $25,000. That costs $75,000. All right, before I do that, I'm going to see if I can't stack a discount.
Having difficulty meeting hiring quotas, according to a new report.
Leave, human. Tell Captain Gabon we not kill anyone today.
There seem to be a lot of Vorcha on Omega.
No, not too many. You stay away. We kill you.
I don't know a Captain Gavorn. Why would I tell him anything?
Go away. Talk too much. Gabon's fox get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gabon's tricks. We leave.
Not sure what all that was about. But there's another, what would you say, non-council race that aren't allied with the other Citadel races. They choose to be rogue out there on the outskirts along with the Batarians. Don't know how many others there are.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
I understand you have an arrangement with the Quarian over there.
Suspicious? Of course. A businessman must enter certain agreements in order to stay in business. Accusatory? I don't understand how it is any concern of yours.
If you're worried about competition, why not just buy out his store?
Intrigued? I had not considered that before. My fellow merchants on Omega are not known for being easy to shut down.
A weak, homesick kid like that shouldn't be a problem for a man like you.
Devilishly excited. I have plans to expand. On your advice, I will conquer the Quarian child. Grateful to thank you for your counsel. I offer you a discount at all of my stores.
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. If he now owns that store that that kid was just working at, then maybe I'll get another discount on top of the one I already have, type of thing. Just curious. Probably not, but you never know.
Oh,
Worth a try. I'm in the habit of buying everything, too. Knowing damn well I'm not going to use it, I just buy it anyway. Although some of the stuff you can probably find for free, laying around, honestly. But, whatever. Fornax. Alien porn magazine. Gotta have one of those, just to say I've got one. That's right. Alright, so that one thing was like 75 grand. Let's see if it's gone down any. I was thinking 75 seemed a little high too, but no. No, I think that's the same.
This is valuable.
I don't remember. 70, no, it's still 75,000. Oh well, whatever. Like I say, it was worth a try. And I had just enough money to buy everybody's stuff. Actually, I think there'll be some more stuff in these stores later in the game. But, I don't have much money left. I need to go make some now. That means making sure we look in every corner and open every safe, etc., etc. This place is just a... Man, Miranda was right. It's really just a piss hole, isn't it? It really is.
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me.
Go on in. Ari's expecting you.
If she were expecting you, you'd be inside.
What are you looking at?
The man whose day I'm about to ruin.
I'm not looking for trouble.
Maybe I am. Maybe you better get out of here before I find you some.
All right. I've got stuff to do anyway.
Uh-huh.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Go ahead and show me the character of your entire people right there. If somebody's willing to fight back or they're armed, not an innocent colony, they can't fight back, then you just run like bitches? Okay. I don't see any exceptions to that. I'm sorry, I really don't. I'm looking, and I really just can't find any exceptions to the rule that the Batarians are really just garbage. They like to kill the weak and prey on the... I mean, they are the epitome of terrorists. They are definitely... Oh, look at that. Just sitting right there, huh? Cool. Alright, for Dr. Chakwas. And I got the couplings from that Quarian's little shop. Well, I guess it's Herod's shop now. So this is the one running things here, huh?
That's close enough.
Stand still.
Try it and you'll be scanning the inside of your colon.
I'd almost pay to see that, but it's not an option. You want to talk? You get scanned.
All you had to do was ask.
I don't ask.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Arya.
Sounds like neither of us likes being jerked around.
And on your ship, that would matter. Here, we entertain my preferences. So, What can I do for you?
One scan and we're straight to business. People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
Tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove. Short answer, mind your own damn business.
So you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
I'm looking for Mordin Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Mordin. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why is everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
I'm putting a team together. He's on my list.
Interesting. You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
Just tell me how to find him.
The local merc groups are recruiting anyone with a gun to help them take down Archangel.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
Do you hate Archangel?
I don't have time for hate. But I distrust them all equally. For now, I'm happy just to let them kill each other.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
Sounds like I don't have much time to waste.
You've got all the time in the world. Archangel? Not so much.
Amazing. Rather than lie to you, she just tells you to piss off. She's not gonna jerk your chain. She's just gonna tell you, mind your own business. Why is it these type of people are here the only ones with enough common sense to help, understanding that if we don't do our job, then the whole galaxy is going to be destroyed, that type of thing. These people get it, but the ones in the respectable positions, you know, the lawyers and the politicians and the high muckety mucks and stuff, they all have their head just way up their ass. I mean, seriously. It's crazy. I mean, you start the game finding out that Shepard's already been swept under the rug, being pushed out of sight and being basically being torn down. Everything we've said and everything we put together is basically being dismantled so they can hide the truth and pretend like it's peace.
Captain Gavin,
Crazy.
head of the Vorcha task force. Got something to report?
What's your job here exactly?
Keep the Vorcha in line. Keep them out of Aria's sight. That's about it.
There's an awful lot of Vorcha here. What are they planning?
Vorcha? Plan? They're a pestilence, nothing more. If they started planning, we'd all be in big trouble.
I'll just be going.
Keep moving.
Makes me wonder if there's a Reaper agent influencing the council, because we're supposed to have a human council now, right? I mean, the whole point of that was to push us towards fighting the threat of the Reapers. And next thing you know, Captain Anderson gets downgraded, right? He loses all his political clout, and he would be the only voice that has any sense or reason amongst politicians. And next thing you know, the human council is as bad, if not worse, than the previous council. Lose-lose. But it makes me wonder if there's a Reaper agent in there, because the only real threat against Reaper interests was Captain Anderson. He sounds like he's been kind of ostracized. Being a military man, I mean, that makes sense, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, anyway, whatever. All we can do is get our team together and do the right thing, if possible. If you want to subscribe, click that button up top. If you want to catch up on the first Mass Effect playthrough, you click that top one there. And if you want to catch up on the rest of this playthrough, you can click the bottom one. All right, y'all take care. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.